So here's a brief introduction to KwikTic assembly. If we open up the assembly module, then main screen opens. If we go to our standard product chooser, and in this case I'm going to choose this motherboard. We can see it's just like the rest of KwikTic with selectable components on. But if we have a look at the top right of the screen, we see that we've got stages 1, stages 2, stages 3, where we have instructions about different components and how they're going to be placed. So if we start off with stage 2, we click the stage and we see all of the instructions placed on the screen. Okay, we start off at the beginning, and either with foot pedals or touch screen or clicking with the mouse, we can click the next buttons to move through each stage at a time. And as we come to a stage, we see the instruction come up on the screen with a little pointer pointing at the relevant component, and in some cases we may see it pointing at numerous components on here, which could be all the same part number or different part numbers. We can select the references in turn, or we can select the part number. So these two components here, C11 and 14, are of the same part number, and C4, 5 and C9 are different part numbers on there. We also, go back, if we look at the instruction, there's a little icon on the side here. If we click the icon, then what that does is it brings up some media, which in this case it's already shown at the bottom, but we may have 1, 2 or as many as we want images which give extra information on how to assemble the components. It doesn't necessarily just have to be images, it can also be the likes of PDFs. So here's one we've made up just to show a pattern on how to apply a heatsink compound. And the next step, I think, this has a PDF which is a data sheet for the actual material that we're going to use. And also the last step on here, if I just zoom out, we can see that we've got to fit the CPU, and maybe we need a little bit more information on how to do that. So we can see a video clip appear showing more detailed instructions. So we can put as many instructions as we want. We can add as much media as we want on there, whether it be images, videos or PDFs. We can make the view change as we select different, or we can choose the correct view to display when different steps are selected on here. So that's it, very briefly, assembly. Thanks for watching.